but we will come to the rest until we have finished fixing all of them. Samson, thank you for your question about Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu. And you are very correct that we have a good relationship. He's not just the deputy speaker, he's actually my younger brother. And our relationship didn't start with politics, but in my previous life. So you will find that this is the second time that he has come out publicly to berate the administration and myself. But I think I want to forgive him. So do I feel threatened? Absolutely no. But then, people are different. I guess what happened was that he was a bit terrified with the kind of, because he was there in Aba, like you rightly mentioned. I think he was terrified with the kind of organic show of love that Aba people showed. And it was just not in Aba, but also in Umuahia. I think it has a few challenges. One of them is what is described as hubris. And closely related to that challenge is also mandate. And that mandate runs till 2027. So, but if somebody can stand up and say, this is what will happen in 2027, who am I to question him? But there are a few things that I know. I know that power belongs to God. And I know he gives it to who he wills. Those, I can assure you, I know. And like I told them the other day in a church service, I also know about what is written in Lamentations. We say that we should not speak when the Lord has not spoken. I'm saying this because we are all Christians. So it would be sad if somebody comes out and says that the state government receives 38 to 40 billion. Whatever you say should be taken very, very seriously if you are number 6. Okay, so those who know better have shown that we receive just about half of that. And but it's not for me to argue. When you also say that we have spent the APSEED funds, when you were the one that sat to give the approval a few weeks ago. So we should know how some of these things happen. So for me, I think people should focus on the jobs that they have been given. I hear he wants to run for governorship in 2027. That's fine. It is his fundamental human right. Nobody should stop him. But again, we must respect the law. If INEC releases the timetable and says it is the time that campaigns start, if you start campaigning before then, you put yourself in harm's way. You can even be disqualified before the election. So when you gather people and you are telling them we are going to take over the state in 2027, you are campaigning. It's not right. So I will plead with him that if he wants to run election, he should hold his fire. Once INEC blows the whistle, he should go and pick up a form and begin to campaign. It's for Abia people to decide who will be their governor. Okay? So it's also important that the APC is talking about, which has leadership, should know that they are being demarcated in Abia State. But I'll call on our people to still hold their peace and be calm. We have managed in the last 2 years plus to keep this place peaceful. We should continue to maintain peace. I've had some people around him say, oh, they must take over the state. They will write results. The only advice I have for them, that if they truly want to write results, they should write something else before that time. You know what it is? Their will. Because this is our state. Nobody can intimidate us. But having said that, am I threatened? Absolutely no. Do I bother about that? Absolutely no. But I want us to maintain peace and decorum. Okay? Samson, I don't know if I've answered your question.